Level 1, the applicant. Age 18. Civilian. Nobody. You don't know what KSK stands for the first time you hear it. You're sitting in a Bundeswehr recruitment office in Stuttgart, and the officer across the desk says the letters like they're classified. Kommando Spezialkräfte. Special Forces Command. He doesn't elaborate. He just slides a pamphlet across the table and watches your eyes. You take it home. You read it 3 times. You don't sleep well that night. The physical requirements alone filter out most people before they ever apply. You start running at 5 a.m. in the dark. You do it in winter in Freiburg, where the temperature drops to -8 and the pavement is black ice by 4:30. You don't tell your friends why. You just disappear from their weekends. Your girlfriend notices. She doesn't ask yet. That comes later. Level 2, Basic Military Service. Bundeswehr Infantry. Rank, Soldat. Year 1, you enter the Bundeswehr at Pfullendorf. They give you a uniform that doesn't fit, and a bunk assignment that smells like someone else's sweat. The first week is administrative. Forms, injections, haircuts. You sign paperwork you don't fully understand. You hand over your civilian clothes in a plastic bag and watch them disappear into a shelf. Your identity goes with them. The hierarchy is immediate and total. You address people by rank. You ask permission to speak. You learn that silence is often the correct answer. Senior soldiers walk past you like your furniture. That's not cruelty. That's just the system orienting you. You spend 8 months learning to be a soldier. Basic marksmanship, fieldcraft, land navigation. You are average at most of it. That bothers you more than the cold. Level 3, KSK selection application. Age 20, Gefreiter. Year 2. To even apply for KSK selection, you need a recommendation from your commanding officer, a clean record, and a minimum of 2 years of active service. You have all 3. You submit the application on a Tuesday. Nobody acknowledges it for 6 weeks. When the letter comes, it's a single page. Report to Calw, Baden-Württemberg, on a specific date. Bring nothing unnecessary. You tell your girlfriend. She's quiet for a long time. She says she supports you. You believe her. Level 4, Eignungsfeststellung. KSK assessment. Week 1 to 3. Age 21. The selection process at Calw is not dramatic. It's methodical, designed not to break you spectacularly, but to reveal what you're actually made of when no one is watching. 40 kilometers with a 25-kilogram pack. No sleep for 72 hours. Land navigation in the Schwarzwald in October rain. Psychological interviews at hour 61 of sleep deprivation, where a man behind a desk asks you questions you can't prepare for. They're not looking for the fastest or the strongest. They're looking for who becomes quiet instead of loud under pressure. Who makes decisions without confirmation? Who doesn't need to be told they're doing well? Roughly 80% of applicants do not pass. You pass. There is no celebration. You receive a handshake and a new reporting date. Level 5, Operator Training. 18 months. Calw Garrison. Age 21 to 23. The training pipeline is 18 months. Halo and HAHO parachute certification. Combat diving in water that sits at 4 degrees Celsius. Close quarters battle. Explosive ordnance. Language instruction. English is mandatory. A second language strongly expected. Medical training that goes far beyond standard military first aid. You learn to set a broken femur in a field condition. You learn to extract a casualty from a building under live fire. You learn to be calm in ways that feel unnatural at first, and then become the only way you know how to exist. Your girlfriend calls less. Or maybe you call less. You stop tracking which. The instruction is precise, and without sentiment. Your trainers do not praise you. They identify deficiencies and correct them. You begin to understand that the absence of criticism is itself a form of approval. You recalibrate your entire internal feedback system around that logic. Level 6, Assigned Operator. KSK Troop 1 or 4. Age 23. Rank, Stabsfreiter to Feldwebel. You are assigned to one of 4 KSK troops. Each troop has a specialization: amphibious, airborne, mountain, or halo. You don't choose. You are placed. The garrison at Calw was smaller than you expected. Around 1,100 personnel total, across all units and support functions. The actual operator pool is far smaller. You know the names of the people who matter within the first week. That list is short. Your first deployment is not to a conflict zone. It's a training exchange with USACOM in Fort Bragg. You fly economy class on a commercial flight in civilian clothes with your equipment in checked bags. You eat a burger at the airport. You feel absurd, but Fort Bragg recalibrates you. You see what institutional excellence looks like at scale. You come home quieter. Level 7, operational deployment. Afghanistan, Mali, or classified rotations. Age 25 to 30. Germany does not publicize KSK deployments. Many are conducted under NATO mandates or bilateral agreements that carry no press releases. You spend time in northern Afghanistan during the Resolute Support Mission. You are not officially there in any capacity that makes headlines. The work is reconnaissance, direct action, and personnel recovery. You spend most of one deployment watching a building for 11 days from a high position. 11 days. You eat cold rations and urinate into a bottle and do not move during daylight. On day 12, the target is extracted by another element and the operation is closed. You fly home. You debrief. You sleep in your own bed for 3 nights. Then you're back at Calw for a training cycle. Your girlfriend is gone by now. She didn't leave dramatically. She just built a life that had room in it, and yours didn't. You don't blame her. You don't have time to. Level 8, senior operator / team leader. Age 30 to 35. Rank, Hauptfeldwebel to Oberstabsfeldwebel. Promotion inside KSK is not fast. It is not supposed to be. You spend years at each level. The institution values depth over speed. By your early 30s, you are a team leader. For men, answer to you on mission. That weight is real and constant. You begin to see the bureaucratic layer more clearly now. Operational decisions filter through legal review. Rules of engagement that shift with coalition politics. Equipment requests that take 14 months. You learn to work inside the constraints without resenting them openly. Resentment is inefficient. There are things you have done that exist in reports no one will read for 30 years. You don't talk about them. Not because you're forbidden. Because language doesn't quite reach them. Level 9, the realization. Age 35. A quiet evening in Calw. It happens on an unremarkable night. You're reviewing a mission debrief, and you notice a younger operator, 22, maybe 23, filling out the same forms you filled out a decade ago. Same posture. Same controlled expression. Same particular stillness in the eyes that the training produces in everyone. You realize you were never exceptional. You were consistent. The system shaped you, and now it is shaping him, and it will shape the next one after that. The institution does not need you specifically. It needs the role you fill. Those are not the same thing. You don't share this thought. You close the debrief folder. You go to the mess hall and eat alone. Level 10 exit. Age 38 to 42. Medical discharge, retirement, or transition to BND/GSG-9 advisory roles. Most KSK operators do not die in action. They age out. Knees go first, usually. Then the cumulative sleep deprivation begins showing up in cognitive testing. The Bundeswehr has protocols. You are evaluated. You are reassigned or transitioned. Some move into training roles. Some consult for private security firms in Geneva or Dubai. Some take desk positions inside the Bundeswehr structure and spend the rest of their career watching younger men do the thing they used to do. Your pension is modest by civilian standards. Your service record exists in a system that very few people can access. Most of what you did is gone from the public world as cleanly as if it never occurred. You move to a small town. You run in the morning, still early, still in the dark, because you don't know how to stop. The pace is slower now. There's no reason for it to be fast. Somewhere in Calw, a new cohort is arriving. They're handing over their civilian clothes in plastic bags. They don't know what's coming. The system doesn't need them to. It just needs them to show up.